Right. Another agile myth. If we are doing agile, we don't need documentation. This is a false and unprofessional way to do things. The actual line from the manifesto for agile software development states working software over comprehensive documentation. I want to pick apart that. First of all, working software. Okay, a lot of people are using agile, not software. Working product. We need to have something at the end of each iteration or sprint that can be validated with your stakeholders. You've spent 70K. This is what you got. Do you like it? Are we going in the right direction? Are we de-risking? Are we providing value? That's what we mean by working product over comprehensive documentation. The thesis here, when we build things in an agile way, we know it's uncertain. We're solving a complex problem. It's hard. We know that. We know that we don't have absolute clarity on exactly the minutiae of everything that we're going to build. So the whole false treaty of building a fully defined product where all the requirements are signed off to the nth level of detail, it's not effective, because by the time you finish writing the requirements, you might have learned something, which means they need to be rewritten. What we need to do instead is focus on building working product, and at the same time, building suitable documentation that will support our product for the industry we're in. Having worked in many risk-critical industries, pharmaceutical, energy, oil and gas, defense, finance, government, all of these industries are highly regulated. For obvious reasons, if things go wrong, lots of people die. I've seen Agile used very well, and the documentation is updated in an iterative and incremental manner in line with the product. Obviously, the more heavily regulated your industry, the more documentation you'll need to put in. Now, if we're building something that's maybe it supports a call center, we might need to put in a little video library. We might need to create a wiki or a help manual as it goes along, because the documentation has to suit our product and has to be adaptive. All of this stuff is meant to be alive and useful so that we don't write it, build it, and then put it on a shelf somewhere for it to collect dust and die. In summary, when we do Agile, we must do documentation. Not doing documentation isn't Agile, it's unprofessional and unacceptable.